Hi there, welcome everyone, and thanks for coming to our second monthly meetup for the Flock XR community. I am Rebecca, and I will pass over to Tracy, who will get us started.
Thanks, Becky, and welcome everyone. For those of you who are new to the community, Flock XR is a free 3D creation tool for young people from around the age of 9 to 14 and beyond. Flock XR allows young people to create their own interactive 3D projects. We've designed it based on research and our experience working with young people so that it appeals to a wide audience. Why 3D? Well, 3D worlds are familiar to young people and relevant to their lives, and there's growing excitement around 3D technologies in many industries. You may have heard about virtual worlds, spatial computing, the metaverse, or extended reality. That's what the XR stands for in Flock XR, if you were wondering. Flock XR, extended reality. So Flock bridges the gap between popular 2D tools such as Scratch and professional tools that are used in industry. And when looking forward to careers, immersive technologies are growing. Learning these skills will give young people a path to a wide range of really interesting and creative careers in their future. So our next section is my section where I look at projects that other people have made. So I love it when other people create amazing projects with Flock XR. So Rebecca jumped on a current trend with her 3-hour ambient scene on YouTube. Don't worry, we're not going to show all of it now, but we are going to just watch a little bit. So I love those particle effects. So this is a great example of using Flock XR to create a project that other people can use. So it's a real project that's out there in the world. It's there on YouTube if you want to go and find it. If you need a bit of time to relax, or you want to put something on where you're revising, or maybe you're cleaning the house, it's a great one to put on in the background. And then next, a couple of projects from Liz, who you'll meet in a moment. So Liz is always finding ways to use blocks in Flock that I hadn't thought of. So I love this scene full of flowers. So it's created using emoji characters. So if you want to see how Liz made this, you can join our Discord community, and she's shared some information on there. And I love the project on the right, again, one from Liz. So this creates a real sense of depth. So it really does look 3D. And it makes great use of particle effects and some of our 3D assets created by Liz, including the waterfall and the boat. So there we go. And now I'll hand over.
Thanks, Tracy. Okay, welcome to April Spotlight. So here are a couple of features that I've really been enjoying lately. The first is collapsing stacks of blocks. When I finished editing them, it just really helps, one, keep the code area tidy, and two, really helps me to focus as well. So to collapse a stack, you right click on the top block, and then you choose collapse, and then it collapses into just one block. And to open it up, you just right click again, and then you choose expand. You can also collapse blocks within a stack. So code such as in loops or in if else blocks. It's just super handy of a tool to use. And the second feature is a tip that I have for the rotate block. So I like to use code to rotate objects rather than using the gizmos. Partly I do it because I want to increase the accuracy, but also I just genuinely prefer using keyboard controls over mouse controls. However, I always forget which axis I want to rotate it on, every single time, guaranteed. So if you're like me, then a quick tip is to use the rotate gizmo to rotate the object in the direction you want to rotate it, and then you head over to the code area and you simply update the new block with your specific number. Okay, on this slide, okay, so this is like our second regular feature. So new features in Flock this month. So I thought I'd focus on some of the changes we made to the actual interface of Flock XR itself. So firstly, we tidied it up a bit. We actually added the words Flock XR because we realized we didn't say Flock XR anywhere. And we also removed the link to flockxr.com homepage that was on the bird in the top left-hand corner. we had feedback that people were clicking on it instead of the play icon, and so it was opening flockxr.com in a new tab. I know it's an issue because I was doing it too, so I was really, really pleased when we updated that. We also removed some of the redundant icons as well under the canvas, so really just streamlined that and focused them too. And then after some great feedback in the March meetup, in the Q&A session that we had at the end, we also darkened the code area buttons, so the plus and minus and the bin as well. They were a really, really light grey. They're now a darker grey. We're still not happy with it. We're getting there. So we'll continue to work on that over the next month as well. Okay, and then finally from me, I just want to draw attention to a couple of things that we're working on at the moment. So firstly, we're like super excited to share that we've received a grant from NLNet as part of the NGI Zero Commerce Fund. It's just fab to see our work recognised and to get support from like fantastic community as well. So we're going to be using the funding to focus on some aspects of translation and also on flockxr user experience as well. We're not started yet, so we're going to start soon, and we're going to do that over the next few months. So it's really good, really exciting. And then secondly, we've also started to develop some posters. So these link flockxr to real world careers, and they also support with some key concepts from our first unit of work. So sequence and repetition are finished, they're done. You can see pictures of them there. And we are working on 2 more as well, so selection and variables as well. They each have a Did You Know fact, a career spotlight, key term definition, and also example code from flockxr that demonstrates how the concept can be applied. So lots and lots going on in the posters, super useful and interactive. We're at loads of conferences over the summer. So basically come and chat to us, give us a nudge. If you want a poster for decorating your wall as well, we'll have them with us. So just give us a shout. We've also been working on, been really busy, working on a Blockly accessibility project with the Microbit Education Foundation. And while it doesn't impact flockxr yet, it will absolutely in the future, because we use Blockly too. We want to give like a massive thank you to Danny Watson, who is our coding accessibility and lived experience expert and has been provided the most brilliant, valuable input to us. So thank you, Danny, you're amazing. I know you're watching, so thank you very much for that. Right, okay, I'm going to hand over to Rebecca now, and she's going to tell you a little bit more about a pilot she's been working on.
Yeah, so I did go through this a little bit in our last session, but yeah, over the last few months, really, I've been working in schools to pilot our first unit of work in flockxr, which has been really, really exciting and quite rewarding to get back in the classroom as well. It's really fun to do that. And now this first unit will be published on our website in the summer term and is aimed at stage 7 or year 7. And the unit theme is coding 3D worlds. So in the future, we aim to have units from stage 5 or year 5 to 9 in this coding 3D worlds theme. So we'll have carefully planned progression all the way through as we grow as an organisation. We shall hopefully have those units there for you in the future. That's kind of our future bit of work that we're thinking about. Now, this first unit covers the key concepts that you would typically see in stage 7 or year 7, such as sequence, repetition, selection, and variables. And you will find that this has been done in a real world context that learners are really familiar with. So they get it really well, and they enjoy using those concepts as well in a real world scenario. We're also covering 3D and gaming skills such as XYZ directions, physics engines, game mechanics like collecting objects and talking to a narrator, and my favourite block, which is the collision block. which help learners create some great interactions in that 3D space. It's really cool. The unit has been tried and tested with 120 students across 4 classes in 3 different schools, ranging from, they have like a 50-minute lesson all the way up to a 75-minute lessons, and the lessons have worked timing wise in all those settings due to the way that we've designed the materials. 2 schools have actually finished the pilot now and received their certificates, which you can see there on the screen. And what has been really great is one of the schools that we're working with has a 2-week timetable, so I've been able to test the new structure of the lessons at that school to really make sure that it works, and so far so good. Still got a few sessions and lessons left at that school. Now, we have restructured the unit based on feedback from the learners to make sure that progression is really pitched just right. We don't want it to be too easy, but we also don't want it to be too hard. So we've really carefully planned that structure to make sure that there's an appropriate level of challenge there with this unit of work. It'll have lesson plans, slide decks, vocabulary sheets, and also direct to learner videos as well, which teachers can use for their own CPD, or they can give direct to learners. It's completely up to you there how you use those materials. And there's going to be, as we mentioned last time, a physical book, which will be great for homeschool learners, or if you've got a coding club and you've got a young person that's really keen and they like to work through books, then they could potentially use it there. So we're really trying to develop lots of ways into Flock XR, and there will be much more on that upcoming in May, I am sure. So that concludes the recorded part of this session. And if you are watching our catch up on YouTube, then why not sign up to our live session in May, where you can join us for the non-recorded Q&A section, which is about to happen now. And you'll be able to talk to other educators in the Flock XR community and to us and ask us anything you like. We will add the sign up link to that in the description below. So if you're watching on YouTube, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.